Do you know where Paw comes from? I actually decided when I went, I was like, where do they get this
Paw?
stuff
The old
from?
Jungle Book stuff. You know when he was like, "Oh, but no bare necessities, all Paw." I think he says that in that song.
I think he does. That's not.
Yes, he does. Baloo says that in the
I said
song.
I think you're right, but that's not what this is.
Okay, what is it?
Where does it come from?
I don't know.
I didn't know this. A frickin' papaya.
Paw. Okay. Yeah, how's it spelled though?
I'm not really seeing the.
Is it
What's the
P-A-P-A?
obvious
Paw?
connection there?
Papaya.
No, but how's Paw spelled?
P-A-W.
Paw.
It doesn't sound.
Why isn't it P-A-Y
I don't
like
know.
pie?
It would have been way better.
Pie. Pay.
Would have been so much better.
Pay.
I know.
Yes.
I don't know why they called it
Papaya. I actually like papayas. Put a little lime on papaya.
growing them.
You're growing them.
I think
I've
I'm
got
actually.
a couple of like 10-foot. The trunk's
Really?
about this thick.
In your greenhouse?
No, in the yard.
I think I'm actually
Oh.
losing brain cells listening to you guys talk about Paw right now.
No, it's the weed. How do we get on the Paw thing? Oh, I was talking about my
Who knows?
lip balm. Yeah.
Oh, your lip balm.
My lip balm. Yeah.
You guys are
Well,
really cruising.
What are you doing?
Checking my
We're,
email.
we're driving the ship over here, and you're posting.
No, I was checking my email.
Oh well, okay. What is it? 1?
No, it's 15,000
What's the
emails.
biggest
15,000. See, that's
When I-
another thing. I'm very conflicted. Like when I see my phone board like
think I'm
lit up
kidding?
with
Look.
100. I don't know how people live.
Look.
You look at some of them, they're like,
14,609 emails.
okay, dude,
Dude,
seriously,
I couldn't have that.
dude.
Well,
if I have
my
more than like
OCD would
20,
Got a lot
if I
of
have more than
friends.
20, I'm
Off
like,
the charts.
I got a lot of friends.
A lot of fires. A lot of irons and a lot of fires.
No,
let me tell you.
no. 15,000. Not even Musk or guys like that have that. They don't
Oh,
allow it
God.
to get like that.
No.
Here we go again.
They can't allow it to get like
Here
that.
we go.
Oh, my gosh.
Musk.
Must.
No, you know who does?
Not
scare me,
even
though?
Musk has
I love that
14,000 emails.
Nobody's pointing any missiles at this guy.
Musk?
Gates.
Oh, Gates.
Do you know not only does he now own the majority of the farmland,
Yeah.
he also
Dude, we
owns
talked
the
about
seed
this
banks.
a couple weeks ago.
Seed
He
banks.
bought our food supply.
Great, and the
How do you
Bushes-
control people?
Whatever.
Their food.
The Bushes own 90% of all of our natural water.
Food and water. You own that.
They
You
do?
own the world.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Bush family,
I don't know how.
90%.
It's called a monopoly. How's that legal?
I don't know. So we got to worry about Gates and Bush. All right.
Bushy Gates.
Bushy.
That musky Bushy Gates.
Or we just call it Bushgate.
Bushgate. I like it.
Bushgate 23. Bushgate. We've already franchised that one and trademarked it. I'm sorry. You can't have it. But
There's a movie coming out about it.
Bushgate. Bushgate. Oh God. Hey, there's no water and there's no land.
Partially
Bushgate.
based on actual events.
Yes, partially based on somewhat actual events that we think are true, but we can't verify. Well, guys, as we were talking about, that's
As we were talking about
conflict.
what they make lip balm out of.
No, as we were talking about, that's conflict right there. I mean, think about it. The whole world is about positioning and conflict. I mean, that's, war, conflict. Everything's conflict. You know what I mean?
I think the only way to navigate.
Joe, do you ever notice Joe has a habit of resting his hands on you?
Yeah.
Like he just
Well,
puts his
Andy-
hand on me and
Andy-
like it just sits there.
Andy,
Well,
listen,
and maybe
buddy.
it's a nervous habit. And maybe you should allow your brother to put his hand
don't
on
like
your shoulder
being-
to calm
yeah.
his
I don't like
nerves.
being touched.
Yeah. Oh, shut
by
up. You've been
calloused, rough
groping me.
hands.
You've been groping me since you were a little child.
It's really weird.
Yeah, just let me go. Like, ooh, look at this. Oh, I'm gonna give you little massages.
No, I don't like.
Anyway, can I get back
Massage.
to the point?
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus!
All right.
Please.
So,
Get to
I
it.
think the most important thing
Is there a
out of
point?
conflict.
Yeah.
I'm taking Andy's mic away from him. He doesn't need to speak anymore.
Do Matt fidgets a lot when he talks?
I do. Is
He's
that
like-
a problem for you?
Oh, conflict. It's like, what are you? He's building a.
If you listen, he makes patterns when he talks. Listen to this one.
Maybe it's Morse code. Maybe I'm saying, "Help me, get me out of here."
Yeah.
No, I think the one thing that might be key when it comes to conflict, because this is what I had to learn when it comes to conflict, you have to not worry. If you remain in control, you have to not care so much what people think about you.
And I honestly, I really don't.
You
I
have
really
to get
don't.
over that.
I know a lot of people don't like me, and it's
Otherwise,
okay.
you'll blow up and you'll accentuate the conflict. If you're okay, also being right, but not having to state it.
Right.
It's another big one.
Yeah.
If you go, you know what, I think I'm right on this, but I'm not going to cause an argument.
Yep.
I'm just going to go, this is what I think. And
I feel like listening, is a really great tool.
listening, most people wait for you to stop talking so that they can talk.
That's a big one. And I'll tell you, it's so funny because we grew up in a family where we just talk all over each other. You know what I mean?
Interrupting you every 3 seconds. You're like, let me tell you, the secret is letting someone else get a word
But
out.
I'm trying to build off of what he says. I'm
Yes.
not waiting for him to finish so I can get my 2 cents. I'm trying to further the discussion. I'm not trying to further my own discussion or my own intentions.
But it is your own intention.
And I know what he's going to say, and I certainly know what you're going to say because we're brothers.
That's right, brothers.
Brothers. Remember that guy that pitched us that show once, and he goes, here's the deal. It's all about brothers.
The funny thing, I was like,
no,
no,
we're not doing
it's
that.
not.
First of all, I would never. You're not coming into a room with us because you're no. We could pitch it. We just start with the brothers.
Let me give you a little backstory to this.
Not too much.
That's right, not too much.
Okay.
But this was a story about nature. This was a nature.
This was a story all about how our lives got turned upside
It's a
down.
nature doc. And I thought, well, maybe to push it over the edge and get it sold, that would allow Andy and Joe to come on and we'd all kind of narrate this little animal show.
That for you, Matt.
It all of a sudden turned into a Lawrence Brothers show. And needless to say, we didn't sell it because we were pitching to animal networks.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit odd.
Yeah. Well, he ruined it. That's the thing. He sold us a bill of goods, and he had no goods, and there were no bills.
No.
No, there were
Actually,
just
we
bills.
got a bill.
There were
Yeah.
just bills.
Just bills from us
No
having to
goods
film that
and
shit.
lots of bills.
That's it. That's it. Oh my God, that's
But
so
see,
funny.
that's one of those situations where if we were been a little bit less worried about the conflict and more worried about him not, whether he liked us or not, and
Right.
just being concerned about actually making what we wanted to make,
Right. That's right.
we would have come out on the other side of that, making a nature doc versus coming on the other side of burning a bridge.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Well, yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I think we'd still cross that bridge. I mean, I think the bridge is still there. It just, they just don't.
Well, I meant with
We'd
the
have to
show,
just sneak
that
over.
show.
We have to sneak over now. Hey, we're
Ray.
here. God damn it, these large brothers are back.
Ray.
Yeah, I
know
know
what you did.
Oh my God, I
You
know.
blew up that bridge in Bogota.
The bridge in Bogota, Ray. Did you ever see a movie called The Specialist?
Yes, of course.
Stallone.
So Stallone and Stone
Yeah.
and James Woods.
Oh, yeah.
And there is some epic dialogue in that.
Yeah.
Andy and I often laugh all the time because I know what you did, Ray. You killed at the bridge at Bogota.
You blew up that bridge. Who says that to somebody? Like, even if it's true.
Anyway,
You
but he's
killed
raging.
Ray.
He's
you
raging.
blew up that bridge in Bogota.
You blew up the bridge in Bogota. Like that. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. And it was so funny because he was like raging. James Woods was raging. His
always
eyes were
rages.
bulging.
He always
Yeah,
rages.
right.
I did a movie with James
That's what
Woods.
you want. That's what you want. Okay,
I did a movie with James Woods.
I know.
Yeah, he was the villain in that animated Recess movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
James Woods. That's funny. All right, that's crazy.
Well, I never hired him for kid stuff back then.
Remember when we were walking down the street? Andy and I were walking, and there was this guy who was rumbling toward us, and he had this loud Hawaiian shirt on, and he's got this, the hair is all slick back, and he's like, and I'll tell you what I want to do. And I'll tell you what I want to do. And Andy looks at me and he goes, look at this guy. He thinks he's James Woods. And he looks up and he literally, as he goes in the store, he goes, and it was James Woods.
Yeah, it really was James Woods. It was
It was
wild.
freaking James.
I think
we went.
He heard. I think he heard me
James
say,
Woods, yes.
and like, "Oh my God, look at this guy! He thinks he's James Woods." So he looked up from the phone.
Yeah,
and it was
he's
James
ranting.
Woods.
He was blowing somebody out on the phone,
ripping him.
Yeah,
ripping him.
I'll tell you how fuck. Fuck, and he goes in the store. And we're like, oh my God, it was James Woods.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. But we said it really loud. We were on the street. Everybody started looking. We're like, oh, it was James Woods. And everyone was like, what? James Woods.
It's James Woods.
Yeah, James Woods. James
love
Woods.
James Woods.
James Woods.
He's so cool.
Yeah. That's what you want. That's what you want.
I'll tell you what, though. He did play a terrible sleaze bag in Casino.
Oh, dude. Everybody in that movie was so damn
James
good.
Woods is a really good actor.
Dude. You know why?
He does the sleazeball thing.
You know who I
really
loved?
well.
You know who I loved in
I mean, The Hard Way, he was awesome.
Oh, I love The Hard Way. By the way, if you have not seen The Hard Way, lovers, go check out The Hard Way. Michael J. Fox, James Woods.
J. Fox.
Fabulous movie.
Just to recap: Munsters, Hard Way,
Yep.
Taxi.
Yep. Exactly right. Welcome back, Cotter.
Oh my God.
Mr. Cotter. I mean, I can't even believe it. I mean, it's like unbelievable. I mean, Mr. Cotter. Oh, I mean, it's like so
I
weird.
don't know if anybody even.
That's John Travolta.
I know.
Vinny Barbarino. And the only reason I know that is because my character Joey Russo was sort of modeled after that,
Yes.
and I got a lot of comparisons to that character. And then when remember Tarantino, it was his favorite show. He was going to make Welcome Back, Kotter the movie, and I'll never forget there was an Entertainment Weekly article or somewhere where they asked him who he wanted to play Vinny Barbarino, and he said he wanted me to play it.
Amazing.
And then they never made the movie.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
For full episodes, go to the Brotherly Love Pod's YouTube channel, link in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon right now.
That's right, there's a link in the description for that too. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thanks.